This is a story about interracial relationship. So when I was 53 years old and separated from my second husband and in the process of getting a divorce, a friend of mine talked me into getting on farmersonly.com. And lo and behold, there was a couple of black guys hitting on me on there. I found that entertaining, so I showed my black friends at work, and they picked me out one and said, "This one's sweet, and he likes horses and everything." Well, it wasn't my intention to go find me a black boyfriend, even though my nephew had joked about how I could get my ex-husband to stop stalking me and leave me alone, was to get me a black boyfriend. At the end of the day, I'd never had the opportunity to date a black man. They just weren't in my little circle. And so the opportunity never really presented itself. So I gave that some thought after my girlfriends at work encouraged me, and the guy that, he just kept trying to hit on me, trying to get me to call him. And I finally did, and because I thought, well, my father's dead, my mother always told me, people are all just people, and that there was nothing wrong with interracial dating. So I was like, well, this is my opportunity, So one afternoon I thought, it can't hurt anything just to talk to him. And I talked to him, and he was like a silver-tongued devil boy. And next thing you know, we was seeing each other and ended up in a year-long relationship. So that was my first black boyfriend at the tender age of 53 years old. At first, I didn't tell anybody, not even my black friends, that we were actually dating, because, like I said, I was in the middle of my divorce, which my ex managed to drag out for over a year, and which was hideous. It should have been over in 3 months. At the end of the day, I kind of felt like the sky would fall when people found out, but the sky didn't fall, and nobody ever treated me badly when they found out that, I had a black boyfriend. And Joe and I, like I said, we actually lived together for 7 months before I slip out the back, Jack. Yeah, that was my third time with slipping out the back, Jack. Yeah, and that was the end of that relationship, and that was an entertaining relationship, and we had some fun times, and